1, 2, 3, let's do this. Let's talk about Instacart today. Hey, welcome to my honest Instacart user review. This will also be known as my Instacart consumer customer reviews 2021 and beyond. Oh, getting started here. Welcome to my channel. Let's do this. Hey everybody, it's me Marvin, Everyday Marvin. Make sure you like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Hit the little notification bell down there so you don't miss out on any future videos that I release. I pretty much release them when I feel like it. I do reaction reviews and commentaries to random things, but most recently I've been doing reviews to apps that I've used. The last one I did was over gopuff, which is an app that allows you to basically have convenience store like items delivered to you very quickly and at a pretty decent price. I have a link to that video up somewhere up on here, as well as in the description box. You can learn more about that later. But today we're here to talk about Instacart and the questions that many people are having about Instacart. As an Instacart user of about 2 years now, I have a lot to give, a lot of opinions, a lot of things to say about Instacart. So you're talking to someone who knows what they're talking about, because I've been using Instacart a lot and I actually just used it not even a week ago to get groceries delivered. I'm gonna talk about why I started using Instacart, what I was using before that, kind of just what led me into that direction in the first place. So get ready, because it should be fully informative ride. And for any of those who are wondering about Instacart, I also want to go ahead and use Instacart. I will have my user code here somewhere down here for you to see. Not check that out, or up here somewhere. And if you use that code, you will get a $10 credit for Instacart, and I will as well. I want to be totally transparent about that. Again, if you use that code, which will be down in this video, you get a $10 credit to use on your Instacart purchase. I believe. But let's just go ahead and talk about Instacart. Why I decided to try to use Instacart, and if I found it helpful or not. Obviously, I kind of have, because I've been using it for about 2 years. But there are a few things I can tell you about Instacart that I think might save you a little bit of stress with it, and some surprises. So let's get started. Why did I start using Instacart in the first place? But first, let me cover this. There's some questions I have been finding online about Instacart. People are wondering things like, is Instacart trustworthy? Is Instacart reliable? Is the Instacart Express option, which is like the premium option, is that worth it? People are wondering, is Instacart legit? I'm gonna answer all these questions. My answer is yes to all those questions. And just go ahead and start talking more about it. So let's see. I was actually using another app, which led me to actually get into grocery delivery, using grocery delivery apps in the first place, was the fact that I had lost my car. Now, when you have a car, you can go pick up groceries whenever, there's no problem. But unfortunately, I ran into a situation where I lost my car. And when I lost my car, then I had to really start depending more on things to be delivered to me. So at that time, I was using this other app, which unfortunately, this app does not work in the current state that I'm in, so I had to stop using that app. So I moved over to Instacart, which I had heard about through some advertisements on YouTube. So I'm like, you know what, I'm always the type of person who likes to try new things out. So I went ahead and I downloaded Instacart. I believe there was a credit I found somewhere online for it as well. I used it and I just really liked it. Like the simple layout of it, like the just, again, simplicity of it. I just go through there, pick the grocery store that I want to have my stuff shopped from. I add stuff to my list. It also gives you the option to put in possible replacements if they think an item may possibly be running out or running low, or if you just want an option just in case your item isn't in stock for whatever reason. You submit it. It tells you when your order is being submitted. It will tell you when it's starting to be shopped. It'll tell you who's shopping for your item. The people can always message you at any time to let you know if something maybe is out of place, or maybe you want something else. You can add things to your list before they get started shopping. I believe I can even add things to your list while they're shopping as well. I believe the only time you can't add anything is after they're done at the checkout. And it gives you the progress all along the way. You get like a little progress bar, and it shows you exactly what to expect, and also give you a delivery estimate of when you should expect to receive your groceries. And so I've had very many positive experiences with Instacart. The only time I'm surprised was, I think it was like my second time using it, and I noticed that when I got my stuff, that the guy who had delivered my stuff, who was very friendly, he had added an additional pack of Capri Sun pouches, like a 10-pack of that or 8-pack of that, and I didn't order that, but I also did not notice it on my receipt. So I think it was part of some kind of bonus or special or something that was going on at the time. So that was the only time I really was surprised. Every now and then, if they can't reach you for whatever reason, they will try their best to replace the item that you have on your list. If you don't have a replacement for it, they'll try their best to replace it. If you don't have the option set up for either replacement or a refund. And again, it's pretty simple to go through the app. I may even have like a little walkthrough in this video so you can kind of see how to do it. Generally when I get groceries, I get about $60 or $70 worth of groceries. Now do be prepared that when you submit your order, they will charge you above what the order is going to probably end up being, mainly because in case you decide to add an item at the last minute, or if something's went up in price, they kind of use that as a buffer. So for instance, say I order $65 worth of groceries, they may actually end up charging my card $80 temporarily, just to cover any surprise expenses that might come up. Say for instance, the shopper's there and they notice that item, the price is slightly different, or I decide to add an item at the last minute, they will kind of set a buffer in for that. And then generally I see that credit, I see everything updated to what it actually ended up being at the end within about a day or so. So just make sure you have a little extra in your account that you're pulling from before you actually decide to submit your order. Because if you only have $40 in your account to buy groceries, and then you end up buying $30 worth of groceries from Instacart, and then they end up charging you $40 something, you're probably gonna be upset. So always have a little extra money in your account to cover what I like to call the buffer zone for the Instacart app. So if you're wondering, is Instacart trustworthy? Is it reliable? Is it legit? Is yes to all those things. Now they also do have an option called Instacart Express, where they basically will take away or lessen the delivery amount of how much it is for you to have your groceries delivered to you, because they generally charge about, I think, anywhere from $4 to almost $10 to have your groceries delivered, depending on which option that you get. But the other reason I want to talk about Instacart was because when you think about it, it really is, to me, it's worth it. Because, okay, normally I'll go grocery shopping on my own, and I like to go early in the morning to go grocery shopping because I find it very cathartic and very relaxing and therapeutic and whatnot. I'm probably one of the few people that find it that way. But I notice as I'm getting older now, I'm not wanting to really get up as early to go grocery shopping, and also for me it becomes such a pain to go grocery shopping because since I didn't have a car, I would always have to get a Lyft or Uber, which would add on to the cost anyway. Then there's the normal cost of groceries, then there's the cost to get another Uber or Lyft back to where I want to go. Then I have to unload the groceries, then I put them in in the little cabinets or whatever. So to be able to cut out all that stuff and just have someone do this for you, and all you do is bring the groceries to you and you just put them up, and that's all you have to do, and that's all you have to think about when it comes to groceries, I believe it's worth that extra $10, $15 that you're paying for Instacart to have them do this on your behalf, because it saves you a lot of time, some stress, and maybe even money. Because let's face it, when you're in the grocery store, there's always that chance you're going to get some extra stuff you probably really didn't need to get and overspend. So this can save you from making that human mistake that so many of us make when we go grocery shopping on our own and don't exactly stick to our list. Okay, and then of course you guys wondering if the Instacart Express option is worth it, which is the premium option, which allows you to get a reduction on the delivery fee or free delivery instead of having to pay for delivery every time you do an Instacart order. I would recommend it only if you're doing at least 3 grocery orders a month. That would probably make it worth it. If you're doing less than that, I don't think it's really going to be worth it for you. But if you're doing anywhere from, let's say, at least 3 orders a month, or if you're doing in the hundreds and hundreds of dollars of groceries a month, like say you're doing $200, $300, $400 worth of groceries a month, I would say go ahead and just get the Instacart Express. It will save you a little bit of money on top. If you're doing in the hundreds of dollars, me personally, I probably do about 200 to 300, maybe about $200 worth of groceries each month. So for me, I've tried it and it saved a little bit of money, but I think the more you use it, the more of an advantage it would be for you to actually do the Instacart Express. So again, if you're doing hundreds of dollars worth of groceries a month, or if you're doing multiple orders a month, I would recommend the Instacart Express. I think it would be worth it for you. It would save you a little bit of money. But if you're just doing a few orders a month, like 1 or 2, then you may just want to go ahead and just skip out on that and just pay the regular delivery fee. Now, since you were nice enough to stay and watch me talk and ramble on about Instacart, I'm going to give you a few extra bonuses here. So let's start off with first the gopuff, which I mentioned earlier, which is an app which will allow you to get deliveries from places like convenience stores, so that's like candy, alcohol, stuff like that. I will have a code up in the video for this. You can check that out down here. You can download that app and then put that code after you have filled your cart or filled your bag up, and then it'll have a spot where it says discount code. You put this code in there. I'll have it down here. Okay. Also, I do want to provide the code again for Instacart, which will be M Williams 547 E as in elephant 149. Again, that's M Williams 547 E as an elephant 149, which will give you a $10 credit, and I'll get a $10 credit back as well for you to use Instacart. Again, I believe that's only for new users. Again, or you can click the link in the description box to get to that Instacart code to be applied to your account. The other thing I want to tell you about is Ibotta. Ibotta's app that allows you to get back rewards and cash for things you buy, like groceries. You can actually even use it with Instacart to get cash back on your groceries. So Ibotta, help me download that and give that a shot as well. I use Ibotta. I've gotten hundreds of dollars back from this app, so that's why I would recommend it. You can also use it in conjunction with Instacart and gopuff. You can use both of those with Ibotta to get cash back and get actual cash that you can spend and do whatever you want to do with, or get gift cards or whatever you want. The code for that is going to be the following. It'll be QLO as an Oscar, HRWK. Again, that's QLO as an Oscar, HRWK. This will get you anywhere from, I believe it's all the way up to $20 cashback bonus for joining and using Ibotta. So definitely check that out. I highly recommend it. And then finally, I recommend Freebird, which is an app that allows you to get back cash and rewards for taking Uber and Lyft rides. I've been using this app for over a year now, and I've gotten back hundreds of dollars back from this app. So I want you to take advantage of that as well. If you use this app, the codes I'm about to give you, you'll get $10 back after your first 2 rides. It's actual cash you actually can cash out and put into your bank account and do whatever you want to do with. So the code for that for Freebird rideshare app is going to be the following. It's going to be, find it. It's not on here. Oh, it's going to be V as in Victor 6918. Again, you download the Freebird Rides app and you put in the code of V as in Victor 6918 to allow you to get $10 cash back after your first 2 rides. So use all these things to get ahead in life, to make life just a little bit sweeter in ways that it might not have been otherwise. So again, it's me, Marvin, Everyday Marvin. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the little notification bell down there so you don't miss any future videos I week. I pretty much release them when I feel like it. And this is pretty much it. I hope you found this informative for Instacart. I hope you decide to go and use Instacart and give it a shot. There's no reason really not to. So again, this is me, Marvin, Everyday Marvin. Thank you for watching my channels. I appreciate that. If you want me to do more app reviews, just let me know. I will hop on those. One of the ones I was kind of interested in doing was Cash App, so I might check that one out as well. But again, this is me, Marvin, Everyday Marvin. I think I covered everything. So again, my name is Marvin of Everyday Marvin. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the notification bell down there so you don't miss out on any future videos I release. I pretty much release them when I feel like it.